Okay, so having done an ADSR, standard ADSR envelope, I'm going to show you how to do something a little more flexible, arbitrary, be able to have any kind of envelope shape you want. So I'm going to start by saving my patch with a different name. We're going to use the function object, so I'm adding that to the name. And that's my comment. So what I need to take out is this part here. We're going to get rid of the ADSR. We're going to use an object called function. The function is a breakpoint function editor. I'm going to make it a little bit bigger so we can deal with it easier. Lock the patch. And what it allows you to do is click and add a breakpoint in any shape you like. You can, when you click, you add a point. These are 0 points at the bottom. That's why they're hollow. Let's just make that bigger. If I want to get rid of a point, I can shift click it. Points go away. I can drag points to change them. I can see their X and Y value. So the range is from 0 to 1 by default. The X-axis is the domain, and it goes to 1,000 by default. If I would like to turn a point into a sustained point, I can shift click, and we'll get back to, shift clicking isn't it, sorry. I can command click. And you notice it has a halo, and you can compare it to a non-sustained point and see that's a sustained point. If I command click again, the sustain goes away. So I can turn that on and off. So let's go back to our normal view and unlock the patch. Well, let's get rid of some points first. And first thing we're going to do is kind of make a basic ADSR envelope and show you how that works just to trigger a function. So I've got this here. So what it looks for, a bang can start it. Bang, do that thing you do. Then you've got a few outputs. So it'll tell you where you clicked. This will give you all the points in line format, in line, the object line. So you can send them. So the thing to do is to create a line tilde. And then this line tilde can go over here to scale by your amplitude. And so I have a frequency coming in. If I bang and do it again because I had my volume down, you hear the envelope. I can can't move past one past another. I can do that. I can make the whole thing be longer if I adjust the domain. So I'm going to use a message, set domain, and a $1 so that I can make the whole function be longer if I want. I'm going to put it over here. I'm going to use an integer. It can be integer or float. And this goes into the left inlet. So say, let's go over here. Let's make this kind of a now let's make it 500. It'll be twice as fast or half as long. Or or it can go for longer. And it updates when you start moving around that my x is now 2277. Right now I'm adding another point. It can sometimes be hard to click exactly where you want. That gives me envelope, right? I can even start, like if I have a 0 start right here, I can get rid of the 0. Let's go back down to 500. Just an instantaneous on would be the same as 0 milliseconds. So I don't have to have all segments. But I can also have something more arbitrary. So I have a triple attack if I wanted. Maybe make it a little sharper each time. There you go. As I go through. So it's arbitrary, and like anything else, I can save presets. It's a user interface object. So I could hook up, I want to store both the domain and the envelope itself. So if I shift click, I can store 1. Let's store 2. And then if I want to go back to 1, I can do some changes. You'll see if I get a value when I mouse over, then I'm on the dot. So store that as the first. Now I pick the second, or pick the first. All right, and so that's its basic function as an envelope. I'm not triggering it right now, but I can change pitch still. What I want, and those things. So I'm going to start working and making it responsive to the keyboard in the next video. So right now it's my basic synth function. I'll save it as 1. And stop this and start the next one.